Today we're working on an older Audi and we're adding in an oxygen sensor spacer. Now what this is designed to do is to trick the computer into thinking that you are getting better emissions after the catalytic converter does its job. Now in some of my previous videos I showed you how to remove or end the oil consumption in your Audi, and some people reported an issue with a code coming up P0420, which is catalytic converter below threshold. So this spacer is a solution to that. We're working on an Audi Q5. The first thing you need to do is unplug that oxygen sensor on the right side, and we removed it from the bracket. You'll then realize that it's also zip tied to some of these pipes in 3 different places. So make sure you get yourself some snips and snip off the zip ties. And you'll see that is the catalytic converter right there, and you've got the oxygen sensor staring at you in the face. That is the upstream, and then there's another one after the catalytic converter. That is the downstream. You'll be adding your spacer on the downstream. You'll need a 7/8 open-ended wrench, and you want to make sure that your vehicle is cold because otherwise you will burn your hands. Now, before you start wrenching, there is one more zip tie that I found. This is a sneaky one, so make sure you get that one too. Once you have your oxygen sensor out, you'll see all this white, cloudy dirt. That's the stuff that we used when we got rid of the oil consumption issue. I put a little bit of anti-seize on that spacer, put it onto the oxygen sensor, and then screw it back in. And it's honestly as simple as that. And the idea is the upstream sensor is going to detect higher emissions, and then the downstream, which you now have a spacer on, will give a false reading to the computer, tricking it into thinking your catalytic converter is doing a good job. Zip tie it up, and that's the end of it.